as of the audit before this one, we've been assured that SAA is a going concern, which means it is able to meet its short-term commitments financially, which, as you know, is a huge turnaround because SAA was running huge losses and needing billions of rand from government in order to run its daily operations. These things take time. I think South Africans must accept that when a company has been destroyed in the way that South African Airways was, it takes time to recover, whether that is Eskom, whether that is Transnet and all of these other state-owned entities. What is really important is that we keep our eye on the ball, we make sure that all commitments are met, the governance continues to improve, and we have the right people in the right roles to turn those entities around. And of course, we must solve the big problem of where to find the money. So as I said, there is a growth strategy that South African Airways has. The problem is that it does not have money to back it up. That money can come from two sources. Source number one is the National Treasury, and South Africans do not like the term bailout or a capital injection. That's one choice. The second choice is that the money comes from private equity partners. Either way, in order for South African Airways to get back to the passenger volumes and the destinations that it was able to carry before, there has to be an injection of money. That is a decision of cabinet, and we have the Minister of Transport coming to brief the committee in October, and we'll hear from her what is going to happen. A lot of the governance issues around expenditure have been resolved. Not everything has been resolved. There remain serious issues, but there has been progress. Let me give an example, Leanne, of irregular expenditure. When an entity like PRASA, this is an example specific to PRASA, procures equipment and other things, but it has not properly estimated the demand that equipment is going to be needed for, what you end up with is a redundancy of some of that equipment because it is not being used. That falls under the category of irregular and wasteful or fruitless expenditure, as an example. So some of those issues that need technical expertise have to be resolved. There are issues where people are suspended for longer than 6 months and therefore they continue to get paid. There are instances where the legal contract between PRASA and suppliers is such that is so vague that in the process of accounting, they cannot account for whether that money has been committed or has not been committed, and therefore cannot be used for other purposes. So there are still issues like that, but again, I think it is important to say the situation is improving.